Good morning, you guys. I just was watching the news. I don't know if I've mentioned this in any of my other videos. I think I have. But we don't watch a lot of. Oh, excuse me. We don't watch a lot of TV in our house. We have like 2 or 3 of them, but they're mainly for playing video games and watching DVDs. And as soon as that HD conversion actually takes place, we're not going to be able to watch TV at all, which is fine with us because we don't really care. And you can pretty much watch almost anything on the internet, almost anything. And you know what you can't watch on the internet, then you have friends. You can go over their house and watch it or whatever. So anyway, I was watching the news this morning, and I was watching about Bush's exit press conference. You know, kind of where he talks about his administration and what went on and everything like that, and you know, different things like that. And some of the things that he talked about were the war in Iraq, Katrina, and what else? Oh, Guantanamo, Gitmo, the prison at Gitmo. And just some of the stuff he was saying was really just like stupid. Okay, let me start off first with Katrina. Excuse me. Because I don't have TV and I haven't watched a whole bunch of it in a while, I was hearing the news about Katrina on NPR. And you know, it floods in New Orleans all the time. I mean, it's shaped like a bowl down there. You pour water, it's gonna go
It's
into the
7
bowl.
o'clock.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it not do that while I'm on the internet, or while I'm doing these videos, because sometimes it creeps me out. I should just change the voice. I don't like that voice, but anyway. So anyhow, in the South, we're used to hearing about it flooding in New Orleans because it's kind of like Egypt. The ancient Egyptians knew that the River Nile was going to flood pretty much every damn year, so they backed the fuck up and they built their houses farther back. So when I heard about it, I heard about Hurricane Katrina. I heard it was bad. I don't think, you know, because I couldn't see it, I didn't get that image. And then people kept telling me, no, lovely, it's flooded. Like, buildings are under the water. Buildings that never have been under the water. People are displaced. And so I'm like, oh, I should turn on the TV and not just listen to it in the news. Let me turn on the TV. And you'll have to understand, in my town, Denton, Texas, our local newspaper, Denton Record Chronicle, is shit. It's bullshit. Don't nobody read that. Don't nobody read that but people who ain't got the internet. You know, old folks read that, and cats and birds. And you know why cats and birds read it? Because it's lying in the bottom of their litter box in their cage. That's who reads it. Anyhow, so I turned on the TV, and I didn't fucking recognize my own country. I thought something had gone wrong in Haiti. I was like, what's going on in Haiti? Because all I saw was black people everywhere, all over, and I didn't realize that was New Orleans, and I was like, holy fucking shit. So that same year, I had the opportunity to go to Japan for Buddhist activities. Anyhow, it was really awesome. They were so worried about us. They were so concerned. They wanted to know what they could do. They were praying for us. They were really scared for us. And in fact, some of the first people to get down there was not the National Guard or the Coast Guard. It took them 2 days. Two days. The first folks really to get down there was the Canadian Mounties. They were some of the first people. The Canadian Mounties got down to New Orleans before anybody in our own country did. So that was really weird. But Bush is standing on that podium saying that he didn't think that our response was too slow. He didn't think that our own country's response was too slow. Now, I'm not expecting this man to start admitting that he's a fucking idiot, or that he totally fucked this up, or that, you know, I'm not expecting him to start telling the truth or anything, because he's been lying his whole damn administration. But he acts like we didn't know what was going on. He acts like we didn't see any of that. He acts like Anderson Cooper didn't get on TV and basically cuss everybody out in his own little non-cussing way, because Anderson Cooper was pissed off. He's like, where the fuck is everybody? Where's everybody? I mean, I think he started crying almost. Shit. I know Jon Stewart did. So, I mean, I think that George Bush and his ilk don't know about the internet. They don't know about YouTube and how we can broadcast stuff and it will, I mean, you just can't say weird shit anymore because people will capture it and play that shit all over the internet and it will be around the world in a matter of minutes. And so when he says stuff like that, it's just like, bullshit, y'all bitch asses got over when they had that tsunami. Y'all bitch asses got over there within a couple of days. How come you couldn't get somewhere in your own country within a couple of days? How come the Canadian Mounties were there before you were? How come fucking Anderson Cooper was down there before you? Oprah was down there before you. Well, maybe not Oprah, but she was down there too. It's just like, come on, dude, we're not dumb. We're not dumb. So he kind of just been playing us for fools for his last 8 years in office. Also, the other thing that he said, which I found comical, was that about Guantanamo Bay, the prison there, is that other countries didn't have the right to criticize us about Guantanamo Bay because they weren't going to take any of the prisoners there. So, you know, if they want us to shut it down, then they should take some of the prisoners. Oh, and I'm like, well, how about we don't start throwing people in jail without trials? Without, you know, any justification, without them being charged with anything. You can't hold people like that. I mean, in our country, if you're a citizen, you can't just be held indefinitely just because you might be scary, because my ass would be in jail right now then. Because I scare a lot of people and I don't even be meaning to. So, you know, he's just saying, well, you guys, you can't tell me to clean up my mess because you won't help me. That's like a spoiled little 3-year-old. That's some bullshit little kids say. You know, and the thing about this that kills me is that I am fortunate. I'm very fortunate. I think in the past 5 years, I've traveled internationally 3 times. I've been to Japan, I've been to Canada, and I've been to Costa Rica. And I want to travel unencumbered as an American citizen. I'm tired of pretending I'm a Canadian. Because you know what? I sure will. I'll code switch on your ass in a minute. Start saying A and a boot. And putting Canadian stickers on my luggage. I ain't playing. Because when I was in Japan and somebody found out I was from Texas, that motherfucker started yelling at me, "You're the one who voted for George Bush." And I was like, look here, motherfucker, look at me. Do you think I voted for George Bush? I'm a black, gay, Buddhist female. I didn't vote for his ass. I even tried to keep people when he was running for president the first time because he was governor of Texas, right where I live. I'm like, y'all know that motherfucker crazy, right? Y'all know he crazy. Because in Texas, that's the thing about us is we love our eccentrics. We really do. If you're a little crazy in Texas, as long as you ain't hurt nobody or yourself, it's okay. I mean, everybody has some crazy people in their family down here. Everybody has people crazy in their family everywhere. But we'll openly admit that shit because it's Texas. We don't care. We love everybody. And that's the truth about us. I mean, you could come from anywhere and we'll make you a Texan like that as quick as possible. There's a bumper sticker that says, oh, and it's so fucking corny, but it's so true. It's like, I wasn't born in Texas, but I got here as soon as I could. And I think this is at least one state where you don't have to be born here to be accepted. I mean, there's some places where your ass could be, 2 generations there, and they still look at you as an outsider. Arizona. Anyway, I'm sorry we inflicted him upon the rest of the world. I'm so sorry. But next time, y'all should come down here and talk to us first. Because if y'all had been listening, y'all wouldn't have voted him in 2 fucking times. Twice. Well, he stole those elections. So let me get that straight. And that's what I responded to that dude from. He was, I think he was, where was he from? I think he might have been Brazilian. But he is living somewhere in Europe. So he had that kind of European mentality, and whatever that is. And he was like, why'd y'all vote him in office? And I'm like, why didn't y'all bitch asses invade our country? You knew that election was stolen. How come you didn't come help us? That's what we would have done to you. But they're scared. And rightfully so. America's a very, very young country. We're like a really spoiled brat. And I think a lot of times people forget that. Their countries are thousands of years old. Ours is less than 500. I think we're like 250. Not even 300. We're not a very old country. So we're going through a lot of growing pains. And sometimes when a 2-year-old is running around with a fork in its mouth, you got to stop that 2-year-old and go, hey, baby, take that fork out of your mouth. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt somebody running around with that. So perhaps Obama can, help us out a little bit. Help us get back on track. And that's another damn thing. Folk around the world think Obama gonna save them, especially over in England too. What if Obama can't save us? Why don't y'all bitches talk to Gordon Brown? He's your prime minister. Obama is my president. He got work to do in America. Y'all need to talk to Gordon Brown about saving y'all's ass. That's y'all's prime minister. Anyhow, Y'all have a great morning. Look at all my nerdy felt posters behind me. See all those? I colored them because I'm a big nerd. Bye.